coming back the second time was, with no hair and no beard. That was a bit. It was difficult. I mean, do you wear like a beanie or a cap with your suit?
Returning to normal means different things to different people. Some people might choose to take a vacation they've been planning, whilst others make important decisions about their working lives. Others just carry on with life as it was before treatment. Many people describe a sense of the new normal, as if life's meaning has somehow changed. There's no right or wrong way to go about regaining control of your life. These are decisions you will make with your family and friends and treating team. It may take a long time before you get back to normal, whether this is the new normal or not. Everyone needs to set realistic goals for themselves and not let other people's expectations influence them unduly. As well, talking with other cancer survivors is often helpful.
I suddenly had some extra time, and so I tried to pick up on those things that I hadn't had time for, but work them in and around what I could do without getting really tired.
I think it's important to get your family and friends involved in the post-care and to try and move back into your everyday lifestyle, but I think the most important thing is to do that at your own pace and not feel that you need to succumb to the pressure of your friends and your social groups.
If you decide to return to work, you may face various challenges. For example, you might need to manage fatigue or find new ways to communicate with colleagues. It might be useful to speak with your employer about your situation. Also, speaking with your colleagues in an open and relaxed way will allow them to respond in a way that feels right for you. It may be helpful to rehearse what you want to say beforehand. If you are having trouble settling back into work, it might be helpful to speak with a counsellor.
I found it very difficult to get back to a normal working life, and thankfully my employer was able to facilitate that by allowing me to work short hours initially and build up over a period of time. Not everyone's going to have that advantage, unfortunately, but I did, and I was very, very grateful for that.
I'd only been away 6 months from work, so the first day I was back, it was as though I'd never been away. And they all assured me they'd be very nice to me that day and back to normal the day after, so that was reassuring.
As far as work goes, not try and take on too much, which for me was saying no a lot, which worked pretty well.
The target I had to set myself in the first period of time was I had to be able to carry a briefcase and shake hands with somebody and be able to say, hello, how are you, at the same time. I'd been told by all the experts that such an event would have been impossible. However, I applied a few basic engineering principles and worked out that if I could shut off the hole, I should be able to talk. So I was then able to develop this technique, which I can only do for a short time, but at least I was able to shake hands, open my briefcase and say g'day. And that was the day I decided to go back to work.
I'd made the decision of going back to work without my wig. I hated my wig. It's buried somewhere down deep in my wardrobe somewhere. And I didn't want to have to wear it to work. So I had scalp thin hair at that stage. And everyone got used to it. And actually it was really interesting. Patients didn't question me or look at me strangely at all.
There was no way I was going to school amongst adolescents with a bald head because, you know what kids are like. And I just loved my little wig. It was just fantastic. It looked great. And everybody said to me, oh, you should get your hair cut like that when you finish. It makes you look 20 years younger. It looks fantastic. So that was a real morale booster, because you're sort of feeling a bit, and very self-conscious.
I'm not quite able to be my old self again as far as working is concerned. but I still can do things, taking my time, and that helped to allay the fear of recurrence.
Life after cancer will probably feel different. It's important to have a plan to manage your health and well-being and to reconnect with your life.
Cancer does dominate your life for that period when you're going through. It was quick from diagnosis to treatment to finishing treatment and getting on with your life. And then survivorship is something I think I'm coming to terms with, but I never really considered that I wouldn't be here.
I've always had my faith. I am grateful that, again, I've been given this second chance because it could have been quite different.
Amongst cancer survivors, there are quite a few of us that actually think that we're the lucky ones. We've been touched by this disease and we've come out the other side and we've survived. And it's changed us, and mostly for the good.
When you're having treatment and you're finishing treatment, it's true you don't think it'll be over. You want it to be 5 years ahead. You want to feel that sort of safety of I've got 5 years distance between me and it. And I think the best thing that what someone said to me was, it will be over. You will wake up one day and, just get up and have your day how you used to. And that will happen. And you think, no, it won't be like that. It will always, I'll always sort of feel, different. But you do. I don't know when it happens, but you do suddenly have a realisation that you wake up and everything's back to normal.
It's a long road when you're having treatment and you think that you're never really going to see the end of the tunnel, but you get there and life goes on, and I just love life now. Yeah, really, I'm a survivor.